Introduce yourself to the jury.
My name is Brooke Thompson. I live at 1751 Madison Street, Nita City, Nita. 49 years old. I'm a widow, and my daughter Leslie was recently murdered.
Well, could you tell the jury a little bit about your relationship with Leslie?
Leslie wasn't my biological daughter, but she might as well have been. I treated her exactly as if she was my daughter. I raised her from her childhood to what was little of her adulthood.
Now, moving into adulthood, could you talk to the jury about her relationship with Joe Mitchell in the few weeks before her death?
Yes. Leslie Mitchell had a toxic relationship with Joe Mitchell. Joe Mitchell pulled the wool out from under her eyes and was using her and making her pay for everything for him, and I would consider him a good-for-nothing.
Now, I'd like to talk about the night of Leslie's murder, September 10th. Do you remember when Leslie went out that night?
Leslie went out to go see a movie. I think it was 7-ish.
Okay. And when did you next see her?
7, yeah,
Okay.
at 7. I saw her when she came home around 10 p.m.
Now, why were you up at that time?
Well, she had left her keys, so I was waiting so I could let her in.
Okay, I'd like to go into a little bit more detail on this. So what specifically happened when Leslie got home?
Well, it was raining, so she took an umbrella with her. I went upstairs and was waiting and saw that she had left her paper. The front doorbell rang, and I heard a car coming from the west, and there were no other cars in the street, just a white car. It was a Pontiac, same style as Joe Mitchell's. And I had the door open, and I looked out over Leslie's head as she stood down on the porch. The car came on fast. It was driving erratically, and then all of a sudden, Leslie cried out, "Oh no, Joe," and I saw Joe lean out of the car and shoot Leslie.
Okay, now where were you standing when all this was happening?
I was standing in the door frame.
And where were you in position to Leslie? How was Leslie standing?
I was above Leslie.
You were
She was
above.
on the step.
Okay, and then Joe came up.
Yes.
And where was Leslie right before Joe came up?
She was facing me,
Facing you?
but except when she turned to yell, "Oh no."
Okay, so when did she turn?
Right after the brakes squealed and the car stopped.
Okay, so the brakes squealed, the tire stopped, and then Leslie said, "Oh no, Joe."
Yes.
And then what happened?
She sort of spun around and fell on the porch with her head towards the street. And the car sped away. And I saw the taillights, but I couldn't see the license number. But I knew it was Joe's car.
Well, how are you so sure that you recognized Joe?
Well, I've seen his face numerous times from the car in that position, and I knew from the moment the car pulled up and I saw when he stuck his face out to shoot her, I knew it was him.
Okay. Well, thank you. No further questions.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Turn off the record.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.